here we go.
Finally about to watch it.
Everything has led to this.
This is the
Barbecue Beach versus Plan B, best of 5. This is for all the marbles. And Lucrative has pulled out a Daybreaker.
No way he brings that out, right? That's this guy
mirroring Geminex.
Maybe he's just paying homage to him. You know, there's no shot he brings that out.
He's bringing it out. He has not swapped. Hammer being shown for both. In fact, it's almost a mirror match.
Forsaken's on Great Holy. Oh, wow. Okay.
This is going to be interesting, and we'll see how this plays out. It's a 4-1 split. No funny business this time. But Geminex and Champ doing what they do best and pressuring that backline. Liet forced to roll, but does still eat the purge before he goes down. Geminex and Champ pushing forward, looking for Rabbit. Rabbit pops the resistance. Both Judy's going down in a stack. Champ clips Liet, but it's a quick cleanse. Now Geminex trying to go to work. And I don't believe there's a cultist cowl in this setup to deal with Geminex's auto attacks. Alibs has a cultist cowl to deal with the counterpart, but Geminex taking some big pressure. SBI, he's in trouble. Dark Matter, Lucrative, but Geminex is first to go down. Lucrative manages the evasive jump, gets the heal off, and all of a sudden, Plan B take first blood. That great curse came out potentially in anticipation of the nature, because we had Sin in play Shadow Caller as well. Aurelia
Champion might kill her.
Almost getting soloed by a hammer tank in the back. The reset comes down from Forsaken, but they need to put some pressure on Champ. Champ's playing Poison Thetford. They can't let him just exist in the back for free. You have to punish that. Despite that early kill onto Geminex, there was no cap, and the status quo will resume. It's a 2-man stun up front. As the Royal Armor, though, Lucrative getting huge value off his roll. Double Pierce coming out, and now Plan B being driven back hard. They are taking insane amounts of damage. The Holy Explosions finally comes out. Lucrative is being driven out by Champ. He's not pressuring the backline at all. Alibs finding space at the top. 3-man stun. No cleanse for Alibs, and that is brutal. He finally gets that Everlasting Spirit off. Geminex comes through, gets the purge. Forsaken, Mortal Agony with the Holy Explosions. It knocks the front line. The elbow smash comes in to counter. SBI pulling back. Forsaken gets a generous heal onto Lucrative, trying to keep the boys alive. The Geyser doesn't connect.
Raven just rolled into that choke 3v1.
Is gonna drop though. It is gonna drop, and now they're gonna pull back to 10. It's gonna be Lucrative going down potentially. Yeah, Geyser into Deadly Shot is gonna drop him. They grab the loot and reset, and that was 2 for 1 overall in the fight. First blood on Geminex, but Barbecue Beach held their nerve, didn't they? They did not pull out. And they just held on, didn't give up the cap, and they knew Geminex would be right back.
Yeah, they lost him so early that he's alive in 2 seconds, right? They just kept fighting, got him back, win 2 more kills right after that. Forsaken doesn't have any movement defensives. He actually is playing the Valor shoes. So I really want to see Champion of Brazil just sit on him, right? If he doesn't have shoes or Cleric Robe alive, you can
really
destroy
interesting
him.
Pick, though. Like,
yeah,
if he procs
blink
those,
or roll,
if he procs them, though, he's just CC immune anyway.
That's true. That's completely true. But if he is in a bad spot, he cannot roll out of it. So
his positioning needs to be just right here, because he doesn't have that iframe roll. But I definitely think, you know, and this is what they need to do, though. They need to do the unconventional stuff.
I like it. I really like it. If it's just if he plays well with it.
Oh, look at this from Liet. Just pumps up with that Cleric. Goes face fights Geminex. Now it runs out, and Geminex, though, still doing damage. Pops the Resi, looking to push. Gets the Mortal Agony. Liet's Resi almost cancelled by that Mortal Agony push through. Lucrative comes onto Ravidex. Ravidex, he's going to actually pop his Cleric and just man up. This is so aggro from all of the DPS here. Champ comes back, gets the 2-man stack onto Lucrative and SBI. But this time, like, Aurelia, he's not having those massive Shadow Caller moments because he's had to switch onto the Great Curse. Hopefully they can value win with Area of Decay. But, you know, they're playing a team that realistically is probably better than them as a team. So they need to take every advantage and every outplay they possibly can. Right now, they're on the front foot. And Champ, though, he's being allowed to exist on 1 quarter. They finally decide that a guy with no res pot and no mark lock should be killed. They find Geminex as well. Rapidly, talking about rapid fire into Ravidex. He's going to roll to safety, though. Forsaken should reset it. And this is going to switch up to at least a 2 cap. Maybe a 3, but I expect Barbecue Beach to come out fast, Taz.
Yeah, they find that double kill off the back of Aurelia's consistent curse damage, but also Liet's micro so well. He's able to stay alive on these dives, uses cooldowns at the perfect times, which allows SBI to not have to come back and peel for him, and instead SBI can play his own game controlling this lineup from Beach Barbecue Study Group, right? So finally we see them in control of the caps.
Geminex is going to switch to the Heron, which means all of the Purge focus is now on Champ, which I don't, I just feel that if he misses one Purge on Liet or Liet rolls one Purge, that's going to be a whole load of damage. Having Geminex's Daybreaker constantly keeping up that Purge pressure was amazing. But look at this. It's double Judy Boots up front. The Heron Spear stuns do get diminished, but we know how good Geminex is with this weapon. Like, he's able to hit those clumps so well, and just for the follow-up, his aggression is unrivaled. And right now, Aurelia is in big trouble in the back. The reset finally comes down, but Lucrative doesn't even get a tickle from it. Tiny Hands, meanwhile, the HOTS are not keeping up with the fight as such because of this Great Nature Purge and this Daybreaker Purge. But they've got 2 AoE Purges for HOTS right now. And if Tiny Hands isn't running Breeze, keeping 3 on everybody is going to be a problem. And look at that kite back from Plan B. Like, they kite back in a horrible situation, nearly turn it onto Champ, and keep everybody alive.
Yeah, now they have to come up and stop Champion from getting this cap. And Geminex is going to easily hold him with his Heron, right? He shouldn't let these guys take it. He Judy Boots SBI. Champion gets the cap.
Rabbitix does get purged. The cap switches just in time for the 10. They kind of let them up cheaply, though. A hammer. Oh, Liet. Questionable roll on the choke there. Area of Decay coming down. Geminex getting drilled. Poison goes out. Lucrative looking to find him. Rabbitix and Gem going to get stunned. Liet has the stacks. There's no purge available. Pops that Cleric. Now Champ gets things under control, but he gets bopped out of the fight. Comes back in. Stun onto Forsaken. Cleanses quick. Geminex. More agony. Liet finding space and wants to drill Geminex, but his front line is having a pullback. Lucrative is getting owned. This Area of Decay on the choke, keeping those stacks rolling. And Plan B, they've given up that mid cap, and all of a sudden they've got to push up the choke against this Hammer Heron Spear combo. SBI, though, the only place he'll be pushing is back to his tent for a new set of gear as he goes down, and the follow-up is looking aggressive too, Tazik.
Forsaken's dead. He doesn't have any roll, and he just got every defensive was used. He has nothing left. He's going to go down. If he had Royal Shoes there, he could roll out. But I do like his strategy with those shoes. They were effective in that last fight. But if you get in a bad position like he was right there, he's just not able to do anything. And so if you're this red team, right, if you're Plan B, you have to innovate something fast, right? You have to change up what you're doing, because what's happening right now isn't working for them. And I'm thinking, do you have Sweet Troubles on?
I know.
Champion of Brazil is giving some call outs saying maybe we should keep Liet in combat, let him not change his helmet. That's a good call by him. Smart call.
What was he going to change to? 3 cleanses seems okay, especially against the Heron Spear. I don't mind their setup. Like you said, the Boots of Valor is a questionable pickup, but he, this guy's in the final and we're not. That's it. So
I would see. That's the thing. I'd love to see him try Nature. Why doesn't he try his Nature that he got to the finals on?
I think it's because of the Great Curse and because
I'm sure it is
because of the pressure of Geminex. The thing is with Geminex is he's going to force you to be seeding all the time. Like he's going to keep you on the edge of that cooldown. Cleanse heal won't be enough. Whereas generous heal is pretty good if you're just spamming one person. Like against a player that puts out that much pressure on their own, it's really good. Plus, they're expecting Daybreaker Great Curse, which is a horrible matchup for Nature. Like, if you're expecting both of those, you don't want to be playing Nature. There's the reset. Good knock-up. SBI in a bit of trouble. These guys 3 capped against in game 1. This is looking pretty good, although it's only 4-3 in kills. Plan B, despite losing this one on points, the trades haven't been too bad. The fights haven't gone too bad. They have really been punished on this 3-cap. This 3-cap fight has lasted so long. Champ going in with 1 bar. Got the call that the seed was out. Came in. Knew he had the support of his team. And Judy Boots in to knock up Forsaken. Ravidex gonna get rolled in the back. Poison. Iron Breaker coming down, but Lucrative knocked up in the air. They really want to get Ravid here. But Lucrative gets isolated, stunned, and they bring him down in seconds. And now it's going to be back to 10. They're on that dreaded 60-second timer. And game 1 is going to be going to the Barbecue Beach Boys.
You can already call game 1, right? There's surely no way. I actually think they're sitting tents right now. I think Plan B is going to save their gear, not even attempt it. Or they be top right now. Yeah, they're sitting tent.
I mean, it wasn't brutal for them in kills either. But
no, it was pretty
They just got frustrated out of it.
I think that they tried something new and it didn't work. So I'd love to see them try something even newer, right? Or maybe even just try what's working. I understand that the Daybreaker Great Curse is really bad against the nature, but you can play around it, right? Maybe your tank has to play a little differently, but you can try to play around it.
I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if you were breezing, right?
Yeah.
But the cleanse heal is such a good burst heal right now in this meta, and manually stacking people and just having a day, like we saw Geminex in those other fights hit 4 people with his breakthrough, right? That's 4 people you have to restack, like from scratch as well. Like, and again, the interaction between 3 stack and cleanse heal is fantastic. Like that people just focus on the fact that it's a cleanse and a decent size heal. The fact that it drops you from 3 stacks to 2 stacks means you can put them back up to 3 stacks and restart the heal ticks, right? You don't have to reclaim, or you don't have to recycle. So it's such a strong combo. And I agree with them not playing it into this matchup, because a lot of the reason they won their fights is because they were playing Daybreaker Curse into a nature. Like, it was really hard for Tiny Hands to keep up. And when the fight started to swing in Plan B's favor, it was full retreat for BBQ Beach, and in order to get a fighting chance. But here we go then, game number 2. Beach BBQ study group with a 1-0 lead in this grand final best of 5, showing once again Great Curse with Daybreaker. It does look like they're going to go for the full purge setup for any nature. Aegis on their Daybreaker, Great Holy showing, Champion of Brazil giving the info.
I know, like, that's great. He's just typing it out like, all right, they're wearing an Aegis, and it looks like they're going Great Holy.
There's the Heron switch into the Great Holy. So he has the Daybreaker in his bag. Just FYI, Daybreaker Torch is in his bag, as well as the Heron Spear, Leering Cane, all in 8-3. Standard. It's a 4-1 split for both. Geminex goes low early on, and there's the Purge through on his stacks. Does get the Spiritual Seed off. 2-man stun into the area to counter the choke. Iron Breaker. Double Geyser as well. Forsaken and Liet taking so much damage. Geminex's Elbow Smash doesn't connect either. They weren't able to stop that full Holy Explosions as Plan B try to weather the storm and then turn it around into something. By now, they're going to have to wait for their next removals. There's a 3-man stun on the choke. Lucrative taking massive damage. He rolls back the orb. Forsaken finds the orb as well. Gets the Cleric. Holy Explosions needs to come out, though, if he is to save his boys. He's sticking with those Valor shoes as well, which is very interesting. But he's going to be stunned. No cleanse comes out, which means 1, 2,
double kill.
3.
Triple
It's going to be 4. It's going to be 4.
Yeah, Quadra off the rip.
And that is not the start they were looking for, is it?
Especially considering the gear they brought out, right? Really bad start for this Plan B team. And they need to do something different, right? They have to make their game plan different. Maybe swap up, not necessarily weapons, but your utility choices. Because this Beach BBQ team is just looking too strong against Plan B right now. And they have the ability to win, right? They're just not winning at the moment.
Yeah, Lucrative. Cham pointed out when he came out, he saw the Great Holy. Lucrative actually went for the Astral Aegis as well to try and be a bit more tanky in the back.
Didn't work.
I mean, we already saw what happens to spears and their energy. The Astral Aegis gives you a lot of defense, but has a downside. It has a negative debuff in that it makes your abilities cost more energy. He is playing Royal Armor, but would that even be enough?
Yeah, so Lucrative swapping off the Aegis back to Torch. I believe Forsaken still on his Great Holy build, so we'll have to see how this works for him and his team.
Oh, SBI misses his stun, though. His tackle completely whiffs onto Ravid. He's forced to use the knock-up. Lucrative comes in. He's going to get the Purge off finally. Liet's going to get Geyser in control. Geminex looking for something here, but they're just not taking any damage.
What a Heron hands. Do you see that Heron on Forsaken and Lucrative? This is so dangerous. He has no Great Holy Explosion right now. The Judy from Champion, they're going to stay on Lucrative.
Tiny Hands is really not having to do too much here. Like, his front line is doing such an insane job of control that he's just chilling. He's absolutely just chilling now. Like,
it's simply out-comped at this point, I think, right? Like, these guys think their main comp, is so out-comped that they can't play it against this team, and it's true. It really is not good, but they should bring it out, because that's the one they have the most experience with. That's the one that they have a potential with, I think, right? But this is just brutal in a final, you know? It looks like actually Champion calling out an Aegis swap back on Lucrative. getting
Yeah,
that
so
torch off.
his spells will cost 16% more with this Aegis. He'll run out of mana a lot quicker.
So fast, yeah.
Like, I don't know, the Royal Armor, and if it is to get purged, then he's completely done, isn't he? Look at the aggro as well. There's like, they still have this aggro tank build on Champ. Champ's actually switching, by the way, he's switching to Limhurst just for energy. Like, occasionally he's got a 5/3 Limhurst masterpiece in his bag for if he goes low on energy in a fight. Like, if he needs to regen between fights, he can just switch it on when it's
lucrative. Bringing out the Realm Breaker. Here's the
it's a great axe. It's a great axe.
Great
Spin
axe.
to win.
Great axe. Still
okay, I like
thing.
it.
Same thing.
But again, like, you know, maybe you've been saving these strats for whatever reason, but this is the problem with the great axe, and we've seen this time and time again, is you go on the bow, he just pops his cleric, you're guaranteed to activate it, and he just stands there and shoots you in the face. But it did create some space to put the pressure on Gem&X. Champ with a knock up onto Liette. Stun comes out onto Champ. Iron Breaker as well. Tiny Hands still got the bigs though. Should see a Spiritual Seed pop. There we go. Liette rolls this time. Doesn't get hit by the geyser, but Forsaken stun doesn't get those boots off. Nice cleric into the Holy Explosions. There was a little interrupt at the end, but Champ now is running low, and all of a sudden the bleed stacks plus the curse stacks seem to be having a bit of an impact. But there's the turnaround. Good SBI stun. Gonna get purged. Brilliant stun. Forsaken gets a full channel of Holy Explosions. The last little tick does manage to get cancelled by the geyser. Lucrative. He finds some good spot in the back line though. Tiny Hands takes mad damage off that axe, but as long as they can weather it, he's just not doing as much in between, and Liette is going to get found. And this game 2 is looking like a rapid demolition job. Well,
I just have a question. Why is Lucrative on the Great Axe before he tries Glaive? Why don't they try what they've won with and got to the finals with before they bring this out?
This isn't the first time. This isn't the first time we've seen people try to get really clever in the finals, right? And, you know, I think they get so inside their own head trying to beat the matchup that, like you said, they forget how they got here.
They won very good matches. They won very single-handedly in some
Hammer, Shadow Caller, Bow, Glaive combo, right?
Yeah, that was what they were really good at. And they their micro on each individual player was just strong. And for whatever reason, they aren't trying at least one time what they played well with. Maybe it's because, and I know why actually, Lupac. It's because they already tried it against this team and they got 2-0'd. I completely forgot day one they got 2-0'd by this team. So why not with that information do you not try to like figure it out, right? Change something up?
Yeah, but maybe you look at whether you played wrong as opposed to where you comped wrong. And
no, I completely agree.
I don't think Great Axe is it. In a Cleric Robe meta, Great Axe is not the one. Right?
Great Axe is super good in Stomp Pugs, really bad in higher rated CGBGs.
And he's like he gets plenty of health from it, which
is we should purge Rabbit here, which he didn't. He didn't even purge Rabbit.
I think he's on Bow Patrol as well. He like the spin does decent damage, but it's just not enough. It's not.
Look at this 1v1 on the left side. Al's and
Aurelia. It's not securing kills. Liette and Forsaken, and it's done. Like game 2, and if game 1 was close, game 2 was anything but 12-0 stomp. Like they're already like. The 8-2 is starting to appear on some of them, like in the finals. You know, there's definitely a downgrading here. Look at the IPs.
12-0. Yeah, the IP difference really starting to come out. 17-15 to 16-62 at the end there. 53.
Yeah, you know, there's a 53
is the
gap.
biggest IP difference we've seen. We've seen 50, but we haven't seen 53.
Here we go then. Game number 3. The teams are going in Beach Barbecue with a mighty 2-0 lead. It's 3 back-to-back elimination matches needed if Plan B want to come out of the abyss right now and do this. But 2-0 looking like a clean sweep. They're gonna have to switch something up. I am seeing a Shadow Caller on Aurelia. I can't actually see. I am seeing the hammer on SBI, and I am seeing the glaive. They're going back to what they like. They're running double fiends here, and they're running the nature. They're going back to what they play best, and I like it. I'm glad to see it, and I think if they go down playing this, at least they will have felt comfortable in this match. There goes the purge. Daybreaker, Geminic does have the double combo on him as well. Champ needs to be punished. The shred comes out. They go for the stun. Is there a flick available for Champ? And this is what they needed to do.
That's what they're good at doing.
That's what they should have been doing the whole time. I'm going to jump onto SPI just so I can follow the action. Geminic's popping his resi trying to get out of there. They should try and grab the cap, though. They should definitely try and grab the cap
back
right
in
now.
like 10 seconds, but Champ is already back alive. So if they have...
Alex, though, is not going to be alive. Oh, where's the purge? Where's the purge? There is no purge, but like, oh, the sack comes out. The impaler, the slam as well.
Look at Liet's positioning to help them get that kill. I don't think the slam would have been enough. Liet rolling to that corner to find that kill is beautiful. These guys finally go back to what they're good at, and they instantly double kill. Finally what we wanted to see. What a great play off the bat, right?
Wow, that was exactly what they needed to do. Champ gets punished for this greedy tank build, like the aggression as well, and he can't call for help. He can call for help and say chat, but no one's going to hear it because they're off stream. Slammer Jammer goes down. Geminic's looking to pressure Liet out of this choke. There goes the purge. Forsaken and Liet getting purged here. Liet is taking a beating, but he knows that he can have the cleric. Great timing on the purge, but look at that two-man stack. Good quick cleanse from Beach Barbecue. There's the stun into the backline. Liet eats another impaler. Geminex surging forward. Forsaken, though, keeping the stacks up, keeping his boys under control despite this Daybreaker curse matchup. Liet has to pop the resi. Here comes Geminex. Purge comes through. Oh, the purge clips Aurelia. That was so unlucky for them, that timing. Didn't purge anything, but it did enough damage to put them under pressure. Now Liet goes back. It's another kill going their way. SBI looking for something, though. Oh, he's whiffed the stun. He did just clip Geminex. He was trying to get cute and grab some backliners too, but he may have overstayed his welcome as Ravidex is rolling forward. The slam onto Champ. Up goes the cleric. Forsaken rolls the Ironbreaker. Impaler. Geyser. He is ticking up the heals, but the poison, the stun, he gets cleansed as well. He is actually still alive. The Geyser to safety. What a play from SBI. And now they flick and stun Champ into a horrible spot, but there's no Shadow Caller E this time. There goes the Dark Matter, but they're going to cancel that. Shadow Caller. Slam comes down. He's going to actually tackle to safety here. And that was really good. That was like real good safety play. Geminex is going to get flicked. He's going to get poisoned. Should have resi available. Champ comes down to drop the duty for him. Two-man Geyser on the choke. Two-man tackle on the choke. Very, very nice. Poison's being used though. Ravidex getting drilled up on the high ground. He needs to be careful. SBI looks to create an opening. They go for the flick onto Champ. The slam comes down again. The amount of damage they put up following that slam. This is why they needed to be playing it. Like they thought about it too much rather than just playing what they're good at playing. Champ has been 3-stacked this whole time. Aurelia is doing it with sickles as well, which is much more impressive to like just maintain that. Even when he's further back, like it's so much more difficult. As I say that, he sidesteps the sickle. Expertly dodged, but they go for the slam onto Geminex. Geminex going to get stunned on the choke. Is there a flick available? There is a flick available. Geminex, horrible spot. Big saves? No big saves available. Geminex going to go down. The follow-up, they want Champ as well. Tiny Hands finally starts to get the seeds out onto his boys. They might look for the turnaround, but Champ's going to get stunned. Lucrative. He is out of energy. Champ might even go the other way here. Goal. Good roll from Liet. And now he's got his quiver. Aurelia and Liet drilling into him. Here comes the slam again. He has no resi. He has nothing to save himself other than Tiny Hands, who no longer has hands. They've just been chopped off. And this is... all right. This is the game 3 we wanted to see. Champ, he's going to be okay. They're not going to push it. They're going to grab the caps. Oh, deadly shot, though.
Dude, that almost got him.
Deadly shot really with the explosive arrow.
I wonder if my man SBI actually just thinks his healer is better at nature than he is holy, because he is playing a lot more aggressively and a lot better controlling the enemy team in this fight. SBI is playing out of his mind on this fight.
But the thing is he has the combo to set up this time.
Right, that's what I was going to say. And now that Lucrative can go with him and get these plays with the flings off the back of his control, they're able to find way more openings than they were before. It's actually looking like a completely different team almost, right?
It's 4-1
and the entire time you have that.
The team that just got dumpstered 11-12.
12-0. Now they're 4 up. Yeah. And Liet, again, playing out of his mind with his micro there. You're seeing SBI and Lucrative finally back. But Aurelia on the Shadow Caller finally doing
those slams,
just way
Look at this.
more.
Look at this. Oh, big opening on the choke. 3-man stun. Champ gets slammed right before he even gets up. Here comes the follow-up. They're going to look for Liet. Liet going to roll back. Forsaken needs to get those stacks up. Geminex, though, Great play with the Cultist Cow, just completely stopping his auto push. He's actually going to pull back to restack because he doesn't want to attack. Liet's in trouble though, pops the Resi. Roll out from Forsaken. They're being driven down the choke, but SBI could use this to set something up. Lucrative. They get massive value from that Royal as well. They were draining 3 guys on the choke and passing that energy onto 4. Stun comes out onto Liet. Quick cleanse. There's the follow-up though. Forsaken gets under control. Ravidex, he pumps it hard. He runs that. Oh, he ran his Cleric, but now he's in a really horrible spot. Irelia's going to chase him down. Tiny Hands gets the seed off to save him. Ravidex went all in, though. He did an offensive Cleric. They need to find something right now. Tiny Hands is stuck in the Shadow Caller. Forsaken kiting against 3. Forsaken's got to die here. He's going to get stunned. They're going to find it. Aurelia goes down, but they do find Tiny Hands. And this is going to be a bit of a brawl, but it's 4 versus 3, and I think Plan B are going to have to roll out of this one.
Yeah,
Geminix is going straight for the cap. They could
They're getting top cap as well. I think it's going to get...
Oh,
they got top at least,
nice
but he cancels
tackle.
mid.
Ravidex
doesn't have a healer here.
He has Cleric. They don't pop it. They knew he was going to Cleric. They don't pop it, but they find SBI, and Liet and Lucrative can't get on top of him. And Ravidex is going to get out despite them reading that Cleric perfectly. Liet needs a sack. There should be something. There's the sack. The slam as well onto Champ. The Dark Matter in the back is nearly killing people. This match is ridiculous. Whatever way this ends, this match has been fantastic. Like, it didn't just, you know, whimper out in a 3-0 stomp. Liet's having some trouble in the back. Forsaken. Going to get seed number 1. Remember, he can't seed the same person twice, though. So it has to be the seed plus sack if he wants the big heals. Here's the purge though, and there's nothing big to save him. Oh, the Dark Matter! The Dark Matter went with him, and it bounced between him and Forsaken. The knock-up is there. Forsaken. Oh, they nearly didn't proc the Cleric there, but Champ, he blinked first. Now Forsaken's back in the game, gets the sack out front, and they're looking to run back. They're not 3 capped right now, so if they start to push, Champ is running low on energy. And he has no cape for a while.
4v4. Champion even calling to just hold, right? I mean, he's calling this. He knows.
One of the downsides of using the 8-3 gear is like on the tank, it gives you a bit more damage, but the energy costs go up. So
yeah, that's why people used to run like flat 6 on their tank weapons.
He has to get value. Geminix flicked out of position. Goes aggressive on Liet. I love the way he comes back with the Daybreaker as well. Here comes the slam, and they force him out when he was trying to Royal Armor. And he really, like, Geminix is not getting a lot out of that Royal Armor right now. He has like a quarter of his energy left to spam abilities with until his next one. Ravidex looking for the space. They flick him away. Nice stun onto Liet. Liet going to cleanse. Aurelia comes back low, but the sacrifice comes back with him. Forsaken doing a great job on this nature right now. Ravidex finding space up on there, turreting. Geminix is out of energy.
Geminix. He can die.
He's pierced. He's impaled. The bow's coming, and there is no save for Geminix. Champ could end up going with him as well. Now this creates space for Liet to do what he wants. The seed is out. There's the seed, but the shred still comes. Cleanse heal plus seed does give him something. Right now, Alibs, if he gets purged here, he's in big trouble, but he's going to ride it out. He's spamming abilities, though. He was still spamming Qs with that Cultist Cow. Luckily, like, he had the Cleric for some of it, but he did take some extra damage. Forsaken just struggling to get everybody topped off. It's 4 versus 5, a 3 cap against, and Beach BBQ are holding right now. Ravidex trying to get out of there. Liet, though, he's going to get shot, impaled. He does get the Resi off, and it's just about enough to keep him alive, but then he ticks down to Alib's curse, and I feel like Aurelia's soon to follow, and this is going to be painful if they lose one more.
They got the first pick on that fight, and then they ended up losing 2 members. That overextend my Geminix. They were able to call Lucrative back, fling him back, find a pick, but these fights are finally going in their way sometimes. Right now that they're back on what they're good at playing.
Imagine 3 matches of this.
That's what I was going to say. Imagine if they came out with this game 1. Imagine if this is game 1. Because then you have info. You know what you need to change, how you need to change your play style. But this is game 3 is not... It's not.
They just look so comfortable on it as well. Like, don't worry about the implications of the double purge against nature. Just isolate Champion or Geminix and kill them. that is what you've been doing. They're going to get purged early. It's going to be... They technically have a 2-minute timer, Tazik, but... the second minute will be on 1 point. So take from that what you will. But a clean win here could put them in spitting distance of pulling one back. Unfortunately, the only place they're pulling back to is the tent, and a 3-man geyser on top. There's the stack. Here comes the slam onto Gem and Champ. They did have the Judy down there, and they were able to ride out that damage very nicely with the Judy. 30 seconds left on this rotation, and these guys in Plan B, they gave it their all in this game, but they can feel it slipping away. If only they'd run this comp from the start. Like, they've played phenomenally in this match, and even the exchanges they lost were close, and the fights they won, they just weren't able to grab the caps because of the sheer tenacity of Champion of Brazil and his team. And these guys, they're going to be very, very deserving champions here, barring an absolute miracle. But Plan B made it all the way here, and they gave us a good showing, and they should be proud of what they've done today and yesterday.
Final.
And there you have it. Our new champions are crowned. GG's called in Say Chat because he doesn't have a microphone. Mr. Eric Were, the champion of Brazil, bringing it home for the boys. Beach Barbecue Study Group.
They are your winners for the Season 12 Crystal League Championship. And a very clean 3-0 win in the finals for them, right? They played very well. Not only did they play well, right, but they played their game very well.
We didn't want to see the 3-0.
Yeah, we really didn't want to see it. But we might not have if Plan B came out with their original stuff.
They deserved it. They fully deserved it. They didn't drop a game in true champion style of the last 2 tournaments as well. They didn't drop a single match the whole thing. And Champion of Brazil has popped a Sabertooth Rex, right?
Oh, yes, he has.
Just the fact that
so is Rabbit. Rabbit is going to pop his as well.
His new one.
Informed. He's going to insta pop.
Yeah,
it.
Champ popped his his first tournament one, which is I give it a lot of respect for that, because at some point, at what point is there do you have too much silver, Tazik? Like,
I mean, they just won, right? They're high on the hype, right?
Yeah,
and I love these guys. These guys are all great players. I love the fact that at least one of them, I think 2, Champion and Rabbit, are going to actually pop their skins as well. That's really cool because these guys just play.
To my knowledge, Champ will be the only person with both of them activated.
Yeah, nice. He's the only one who's won twice, I believe. Right?
Yeah, but I don't.
Well, not the only winner who's won twice, but the only one on this team who's won twice.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone else in the game has both the Sabertooth and the Saber Tiger activated, like actually consumed. I know that like the Cargera team has both. Like most of them have both. I think Goof now has both, but popping both, that takes some stones, doesn't it, Taz? Potentially infinite value. But I always said, like, you guys know Vokandin, yeah, from the fleet.
The boy.
He on his island, he has a collection of all the skins, right? And they're slowly creeping up in value. And he's like, yeah, oh no, I don't want to pop them because they're worth so much. And I'm like, but you've already got lots of silver, right?
Like, what does he need more silver for?
Just enjoy the skins. Like, you're not saving them for Albion too. Just pop them and have some fun. Especially like the trumpet, the things you can have a laugh with. Skins equals wins, as demonstrated here. GMs pay up. Where's the unmute? Someone said Alibs is muted in game.
He is.
Yeah, apparently he's been muted for years.
They've been wanting an unmute on that guy for a few years now, very unfortunately. So we're setting up the winner ceremony right now. So we'll have that soon, maybe like 6 minutes on that. Don't have an ETA yet. But eventually we will have that for you guys. But until then, I mean, we have some clips. Maybe you want to show that? We want to just
do you want to see? Do you want to see something? Yeah.
Let's
we do also have a raffle open now that the tournament is over. We will be pulling them during the reward ceremony, so everybody gets something.
Yeah, now is the time to win some free gold. Exclamation mark raffle in the chat if you want to enter the gold raffles. Not just these guys are winning today. You guys can win some stuff as well.
We got the clip on. What we're going to look at here is just that initial engagement where these guys came out in match 3 playing what they actually got to the finals playing.
And they did exactly what we said.
Instantly find 2 kills off the rip. All right, great stuff. Pay no attention to my PMs. Go ahead and play this clip for us here in a moment live on the stream. And again, Lupac, just walk us through how they got this double kill, right? Because they played textbook. They played their comp textbook, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we Aurelia get so much more value out of this Shadow Caller slam. Plus the Shadow Caller, like, I've always said one-hand weapons are just better because they allow you to play an offhand. Like, in order to play a two-hand over a one-hand, you've just got to do it. But they get the stun on the choke onto Champ. They pierce him. They flick him. And by the time he drops his Judy, it's too late. He doesn't play Respot. He doesn't have Martlock. His saves come from tiny hands, not himself. And they just isolate him. Then they get Alivs on the way out. And it's just full reset. And you said here, it was a super aggro play as well. Liet comes up to the high ground, punches him. Look at Turv. Lucrative. Gets credit for the kill. But yeah, Liet's quick thinking to the high ground, that was what got them that. And they're like, yeah. And that's got to be a shock to those guys. They were probably expecting a stomp in that match, weren't they?
I think in match 3, these guys probably didn't expect these guys to go back to what they were good at. So maybe they were definitely shocked, and that's why this team was able to find some openings. I think Plan B just understands how to play this well. So I think that's the reason, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This is like, what they should have played.
Play what you're good at. And this was much better as well from Beach Barbecue. Like they put the pressure on Liet, didn't give him the space. Like they caused tons of issues in this one. And this is how it should have been. It should have been back and forth the whole time. Like Beach Barbecue trying not to give those openings for the combo, and these guys just peeling back. And this is where, like, when they peel back to the second choke, they get another shot at the combo, don't they? Like, because they're gonna, if Beach Barbecue wanted to push through, like, should Liet survive there, then SBI gets a chance to stun them all in the choke, and they drop the hammer again. And that hammer is insane what they can do with it, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the only clip of that fight that I have. And it's just really interesting to me how they're able to get the 2 kills off the rip and then just lose Liet to this play. And I really do want to highlight how SBI was able to play a much more effective game in this one. And I don't know if it's because he trusted Forsaken more to keep him alive, if it's because he had that help by Lucrative on the Glaive.
I just think it's because he knows what he's setting up, right? When they're playing this thing that on paper makes sense, but they haven't been playing, he's just playing value. He's just stun. If he sees a bunch of people to stun, he'll stun them. Like, whereas here, he knows what the goal is. His goal is to use the swap and stun combo to set up the hammer and enable them to grab those kills, right? And then whoever's low and survives, Lucrative then flicks them, Liet finishes them off. Like, he knows what the win condition is, as opposed to just playing a comp that you think counters the enemy and hoping a win condition appears during the fight, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why I've always liked combo comps, because they're very black or white, aren't they? You're like, you know what you're doing, just go in and you do it. Do the thing. Blazing comp. Do you remember my blazing comp back in the day?
The combo comp.
Right, that was brilliant, because we knew
even before
we knew what
Blazing,
we were doing.
Nah, even before Blazing, the original combo comp, I think it was season 3 that started a lot of the combo stuff. No, I'm wrong. The original combo comp was Hellion Hood, Siege Bro, Curse Staff with Demonic, and then like a Clarent Blade. Do you remember that? Season 1? Yeah, that was season 1. Maybe season 2. But yeah, Siege Bro. You put the Siege Bro and the Hellion, Evaniscus doing that. That's what I used to play. But yeah, you played Blazing. We did the Trinity Sphere Bear Paw
Trinity Carving Bear Paw.
Trinity Carving, Trinity Bear Paw. Yeah. My favorite, I think. Well, you've seen a lot of cool metas, you know?
The Blazing was funny because you just couldn't heal
the
for it.
The Blazing was cool, yeah.
Like, you just tackle, Frost Shoes, Hellion Hood.
Frost Shoes, Hellion Hood is an old school combo.
Demonic on top of them, full stack Blazing, and they were just like, and then they nerfed the damage to players, I think, because of that. Yeah. It was disgusting. All right, we're gathering here on the Neon Demon Island then. We've got the top 4 teams ready to go. T-Angel, the sub, rocking up for that series. T-Angel gets a White Tiger then. As a runner.
Wait, yes, T-Angel is this team's sub. So T-Angel, who funded 3 different teams' gear, is now actually going to get a good return. Good return, nice. Yeah.
Congrats.
Hold on to that. I think she already has it.
Return?
I mean, it will be if you hold it. Like, the thing is the rarest skins are just going to only go up in value as people get more money and the skins become more rare. The value goes up. Like, there's always a point where you're just like, well, what do I do with all that money? I think T-Angel's probably at the what do I do with the money stage. But like, if you're funding 3 teams in the champs, you know you got that Varus money or that Sire money, which is now in the wind somewhere. I wonder if Sire is still running investment schemes under another name.
Oh, we just heard that they may use their skins, so let's see if they pop some skins. I'm hoping they do.
Yeah, I was already told by Rabbit that he's 100% popping his skin.
Guys,
Oh,
if you go to the egg, you guys can grab some fireworks, 10 apiece, so we can shoot some fireworks.
I will let you guys talk now because my voice is going.
Yeah, Lupac casting the entirety of that final. Great stuff.
Amazing final. I really would have liked to see it continue on because it seems like once they went back to what they were good at, they just performed better.
I think if they'd have started with that, I think they could have took a game off of that, maybe even two. Like I think that was close enough. Who knows though? Who knows at this point?
A really nice play. Oh, oops.
Oh, we're taking the winners' photos. The official,
yeah.
The official photographers have arrived. Take the winner photos.
On the top right, I think it is, you have Beach Barbecue. Bottom right, you have third place. Praise the Sun. Bottom left, we're getting in second place right now.
Coming over. Oh, this is lovely, isn't it? This is lovely. All the gang is here. I see multiple Sabertooth Rexes as well, actually. I see two out here. Does Goof popped his as well?
Yeah, I think a ton of people are popping. It looks like actually Rabbit in chat is asking for a mount so he can show off the skin.
Oh, they had this. Well, this is how they scam a free Swiftclaw. See, amazing.
Looks like first and second place will be getting their awards. Very nice skins are about to be popped.
Yeah, and like this is insane amounts of silver on display here. We can all pop our fireworks as well.
The amount of silver that's about to be popped or given out, just so that the newer players know, is months and months and months.
No,
of
years.
Premium.
Years
of premium. Years of
each.
premium.
Years each.
So okay, so just a tiger, a reference, would get you 15, 20, 25 years of premium. No, wait, sorry, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. 15,
that's
15, 16, yeah, 15, 16 years of premium for a tiger. Easy. 16 years of premium, and people are still trying to get their first month, bro.
People are still trying to get their first month so that they can get their fame, get their team ready, and come and fight in the tournament next season.
Certainly can, and it all starts with the Crystal League. That's where you begin, and you can even begin in non-full loot situations, which is great. Level 1s do not have full loot, so you can get all the practice you want without losing your gear. And I thoroughly recommend everyone checks it out, because it is one of the most, for me and Tazik, it's the premier game mode of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, the 5v5 stuff, I think, is just the most competitive, really cool, because you only have 5 people to worry about. It's not too much. Really nice, and I love the tournament every season, just like every 3 months. My favorite thing to watch. And in this one, I think Lupac is just as happy as I am, right? It's crazy to see the winners being Beach Barbecue Study Group and Plan B being our second place. New first and second place people that we've never seen before. 9 of the 10 players brand new to the
having
winners.
Such good matches as well on the way, though. And those knockout matches yesterday going to 3 on both times, it was amazing.
If you come up to the first place team, we see a number of cracked mounts, I believe.
Oh, yeah, so this is the new
mounts.
one. So the white one is the Sabertooth Rex, and the sort of golden one is the Saber Tiger Rex, which is it's like a white tiger with armor. It's like the best of both worlds, isn't it?
Looks really good.
Yeah. Nice.
Congratulations to our winners.
That is respectable. Respect to anybody that just pops their mount straight away.
Sounds like Ravid was one of the guys who popped his skin.
Yep, congratulations, man. Good stuff, all of you who won first place.
It looks like Champion popped a... No, he already popped that one, right? He popped
Champ had already popped the saber tooth.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, then he popped the other one, I believe. Isn't that his mount there?
I can't tell whose is whose because of the scaling. There was one there already. Maybe it's
Alibus. Well, there's Carvenin on one. So that was Carvenin's.
Let me give you guys an update. At the moment, Ravid has popped his, and every other member of his team is debating whether or not they should pop it.
They're thinking about it. All right. So that was Carvenin's skin we saw there up on the top. Okay.
I mean, you can't put a price on flexing a skin on people that no one else has. Like,
that's your favorite mount. From now on, everywhere you go, you don't dire wolf, you don't stag, you run with the Swift Claw Rex.
Like I only use dire wolves because I have the ghost wolf, right? And I want people to know about it. Like there's no other reason, because the Swift Claw is better value for money. But if you've got the saber tooth or the saber tiger, you don't use anything else, do you?
Yeah, there's no way, right? And there's only a very select amount of people in the game who can even afford to buy these off of your hands. So
there is now 12 Saber Tiger Rexes and 18 Sabertooth Rexes ever created.
Bodavale actually looking to purchase this mount in Say Chat.
Oh no, Bodavale.
Boda already has it. No, he
doesn't. He doesn't have it. He's trying to buy it, it looks like.
No, because they won Boda won tournament 2 and 3.
Why doesn't he? Did he sell it?
He does. They have loads of them. They pull them all to sell.
Maybe he's memeing about buying it.
Yeah, he's probably just trying to get it cheap off of them.
Yeah, you sell it for a ton.
The Albion TV team is here as well. The free cam looking great as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that free cam work was really well done by Bogle. He has done a fantastic job this entire tournament. Kudos to him. Great job, Tazik. Lupak, you guys did fantastic casting these matches. Congratulations to the back-end team for once again pulling off a flawless tournament. Thank you to Mither Syria and all the GMs. Anybody else we should thank?
I want to thank my
Robin
parents.
Hooders.
I want to thank the academy, the management team.
I want to
thank my agent. Player cards.
Bluepack, how does it feel that a Sun team didn't end up winning? Did you really think none of the 3 Sun team or 2 Sun teams would win?
I thought they both had chances, but I've said for weeks that this is going to be the most competitive one yet, and I'm honestly like I'm pleased to see a new team winning, and I'm pleased to see such a competitive tournament. And there we go. Congratulations. Thank you to everybody. We hope you guys tuning in on Twitch or watching again on YouTube have enjoyed the show as well. Some fantastic matches from the absolute best 5v5 players in the game right now across the board. And we will be back next season with another Crystal League Championship. And of course, next weekend is the kickoff for Season 13. We'll begin with the Invasion Day. We'll be here with the EU and NA coverage and many other Albion TV shows in between. So make sure you drop a follow. Make sure you're following us on all the social media so you get notified when the show is back online. But I think that just about wraps it up from us here. Goodbye to the teams. Thank you so much to all of the staff and all of you guys at home watching. This was the Crystal League Championship for Season 12. Our winners are the Beach Barbecue Study Group. And we'll see you next time on AlbionTV.